Coming up on Frontier Vets.
He won't be amused.
The dog is waking up. It's really waking up.
Can we get an extra hand here?
8 idealistic young veterinary students descend on South Africa to run the remote Haluvukani Animal Hospital. They will work under the guidance of Dr. Greg, the resident vet, and his health technician and community outreach leader, Gypsy. The animals' lives, and in many cases the livelihoods of their owners, are in their hands. It's a brutal learning ground where they will be faced with the constant threat of physical danger and emotional burnout. Do they have what it takes to become a frontier vet?
Done something faster.
Since witnessing the death of the young calf the day before, Agatha is struggling.
Aggie is having a hard time.
She looked real traumatized.
Having an animal die right in front of you and you didn't do anything. And I mean, you're supposed to be the vet. You're supposed to be that animal's doctor.
It wasn't your fault that the animal got sick in the first place. You mustn't take that on you. You just do the best you can with what you've got. And you have to sleep at night with that. That's all you can do.
Can you grab some stuff from over there?
What's up?
A lizard got in the clinic and she like freaked out. It's like, oh, she's like not kidding. She's scared.
Get it out!
Roxanne tries to mask her deep-seated childhood fear of lizards.
I was in the bath and I pulled the towel out, still in the bath, and a gecko fell into the bath.
Those things bite. I really don't want to own up to being afraid, but if I don't own up, they might bring one near me.
After Roxanne placed a chicken foot in Niven's bed, he's been thinking of ways to return the favor until he finds a gecko in the clinic garden.
Found a friend. Found a friend.
And you would get a reaction out of her. Her face literally went paler than it usually is.
No, Niven.
It's a little lizard.
They will know I'm terrified.
Tina and Dr. Greg visit Tina's goat case. Back when it was brought to the clinic, Tina felt she needed to euthanize it. Miraculously, the goat bounced back, so they are hoping to find its recovery continuing.
How Jenny?
Hi, baby.
How are you doing?
It's very cold on his lap.
The temperature's pretty low. It's 34.
Oh.
It's worse than yesterday.
Yes.
Sorry. You want to speak to the owner?
Yes.
Decision time again for Tina.
I have to euthanize it.
It's Roxanne's worst nightmare come true. Dr. Greg has asked her to go check up on an injured lizard at a reptile park.
I'm okay with not going in there.
You don't do it.
I really don't, actually.
I don't always think that fear is justifiable.
I mean, the others want to go. Someone else should go.
I saw Roxy standing by the car. I knew that this was a difficult moment for her. So I said, I'll come with you.
After a promising start, Roxanne has had a tough go of it. With Charlotte often contributing to her misery, the two roommates have struggled to find common ground.
She gave me an earful afterwards.
Right, guys, here's the lizard that you guys have to check for us. This bearded dragon over here, you can see with a big growth.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to leave it in your hands.
Okay, Rox, how are you feeling?
You want to catch the lizard?
Yeah, I'll catch it for you. Like, you must shout if you're not feeling comfortable. You can trust me, I'm not gonna scare you with it or anything like that. And I'm gonna keep him on this side. You're gonna walk ahead. It was quite intense for Roxy. Okay, Rox. So you're just gonna tell me exactly how you want to do this. I don't know why this guy's crawling. It would be really something if you could sort of examine him and I'll help you. I could see that this was really something that was going to push her past boundaries. She really didn't actually want to go. Or you want me to hold him while you just start touching him?
The young vets must learn to deal with any animal brought through the clinic door. They have to overcome their fears to be able to treat all their patients successfully.
We sort of rush things. Normally someone doesn't go from wanting to hit the moon whenever they see a lizard to doing a clinical exam with it.
Do you want to come on this side?
Prepared?
It's okay, you're doing good.
I don't like the tail.
It's a stupid thing to be afraid of. I know that.
I can hold it if needed.
Do you want to hold it?
Want to? No, but I will.
You're doing really good, Rox. I mean, this is a big step.
After examination, the vets realize that surgery won't be necessary and apply a topical cream to aid in the treatment.
Do you want to carry him back to the cage as sort of a finale?
Okay.
And if you freak out and you want to throw him away, I'll rewrite you. Okay.
Stop moving. Okay. Charlotte? Charlotte?
Okay, I got it. You're doing so good. Come on, you gotta be proud of yourself. Like,
But I can now function in a practice as long as you're there. Charlotte, I can't put it down. Make it quick. That's perfect.
Roxy, you just put that lizard in a whole cage of lizards. Aren't you proud?
I sort of can't believe I did it in a lot of ways. I don't know that I'd do it again so quickly.
You did so well. You feel good.
Not really.
You will later tonight when you're like, I did that. That thing, on the other hand, is evil. And I was trying not to scream because I didn't want to scare you. And it's like, and it was a bonding moment for us. Roxy, the lizard conqueror.
I really appreciated Charlotte's help today. She was really great. And I was really glad she was there.
Everyone just keep quiet.
Since capturing the lion cub and saving the downer cow, Delaray's practical strengths have elevated him to a position of leadership within the group.
Leadership in any society, I think, is something that you actually show and you live. And I think it's a good thing to be chosen as a leader by your people.
I've already learned a lot from him, and I'm sure we have a lot more to learn from each other.
Delaray is a hero, like, oh my word.
But after witnessing the pain Ripple was in after her operation, Delaray's criticism of Dr. Greg's leadership is growing.
I was just wondering on little Ripple's anesthesia. I think on the pre-medication side, we could have done a lot more. It's better to give some pain medication beforehand, because that would just better the pain experience for the patient. Obviously, I'm still a student. I don't have any experience, but
Yeah, Deli, you're right. That was our error. We gave it in the op, and we should have given it before. Thanks for telling me, and we must actually make sure that for the next ops we do that.
Sure, thanks, Greg. I kind of see something arising here that we're here to learn from Greg on the experience side. But maybe Greg's got something to learn from us too.
Tina waits for the owner of the goat to arrive. Although she dreads the idea of euthanizing her first patient, she's convinced it's the only course of action.
I have to do everything that I can to keep this animal away from suffering. I hope he will agree to my decision. Hello, Mr. Amnesi.
Hello.
Yeah, it's not good with your goat. It's still alive, but more into death than it's alive.
I'm a Christian, so I have faith that it will get better. And
I'm a veterinarian. I learned that certain things you cannot fix.
the correct medication has not yet been found.
The problem is you cannot treat everything. Wounds on the skin you can treat.
Yeah.
Wounds in the brain are very hard to treat. And then I have to say as a veterinarian, no, I don't want to let the animal suffer, then it's my decision. But I want to have decision for you together.
As a man of faith, I would say let's not kill it. Let's give it a chance to die on its own if it needs be.
But dying on its own can be very, very painful. And it can struggle long for life.
I'm saying let's give it a bit of a chance. Maybe something will happen.
Can I have 2 minutes to think on my own a bit?
Okay.
We have different opinions, and he doesn't want to end the life of the goat. He says he wants to wait till it dies on its own. If I knew his motivation, maybe I would understand it.
They were owned by my parents when they were still alive, remaining keeping them as they did.
I think you probably can leave it another day on the off chance that it might get better, especially if he feels very strongly and he's willing to pay. You've got to balance the client and the patient all the time.
Reluctantly, Tina agrees to give the goat one more day.
It's not a solution for the problem. We can just wait and hope. And pray, maybe.
It's been 48 hours since Ripple's leg operation. Time for Roxanne to have a look.
Go, right, let's have a look. Map of course, please. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. Shall we get Greg to come and have a look?
I think that joint is a bit sore, but that's not surprising.
With Greg's okay on Ripple's stitches,
So far, so good.
Roxanne is anxious to share the news with
I
Charlotte.
wanted to show you.
Let me see. It's looking good. Yeah, it's looking really good. What does Greg say?
That it seems to be quite good.
Yeah, stitches, rocks.
I definitely wanted to let her know that it was all going well so far.
Next, Roxanne shares the news with her parents.
I see that she's not always comfortable with the people around her. She's very comfortable over the phone with the people she knows.
Meanwhile, Agatha is considering giving up on becoming a vet.
I realized that it was definitely not for me. I'm crying over a cough. How many people do that? Maybe sometimes I care too much, you know?
That's a drastic choice, Aggie. I really think you need to think about it.
I don't know.
So short before just killing it, and then it's done, and then I say to the owner, okay, it died on its own. No, I will say him the truth, but he won't be amused.
It's really tough, Dina. I've never actually dealt with something like this before.
It's still lying there, suffering, and
you'll come to the right decision, okay? And you know we're here, okay?
3 dogs are brought in for castration surgery.
What's his name?
His name is Ben 10.
Castration operations are important. The operation can make aggressive dogs calmer and less likely to wander from their homestead, decreasing their chances of contracting sexually transmitted diseases. Niven and Delaray's job is to prepare the dogs for surgery. They must apply the necessary pre-medication to keep them under for the duration of the operation.
Got Valium and morphine.
Yeah.
Morphine to reduce the pain and Valium
To knock him out.
Niven.
Hey, he's ready for your surgery.
No, kinda.
Charlotte has a tendency to pass out at the sight of blood.
You'll be fine. Good luck. All the best.
Delaray decides to use a drug combination they'd been taught at university, rather than to go with Dr. Greg's suggested combination that was used in Ripple's operation.
20 minutes.
That was a bit stressful.
But hopefully we'll get better with the second and the third one.
Sometimes I just completely faint. And it's nothing I can control, it just happens.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, digital pressure is applied through the drape to push the first testis cranially and upwards so that it lies in the midline.
The pre-med process takes a turn for the worse with the second dog.
Go you, mate. Are you? No.
We need Greg in here right now. What happens when you're not in the vein and you injected morphine and Valium?
I don't know, I haven't done that before. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think you just need to monitor the dog and see how it's going.
We just said we got first students to do it. How can we be the first group to touch at the vein?
Yes, ma'am.
It's never boring with this.
Sure, it's never boring. I'll eat my hat if you finish it in 45 minutes. And this hat's not digestible.
This is like arteries and stuff, so this really has to be properly done.
No, it's not arteries and stuff.
Am I supposed to sort of go underneath and retie the knot, or can I just tie it on top?
I don't know.
I haven't talked. Are you watching the breathing, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Can I cut?
Yes, that's fine. 1 testes, well done.
We can do this.
Great.
The surgery is progressing nicely,
The legs straight.
but then Jonathan notices a problem.
The eyes are rolling back into position. Okay, this dog is waking up. It's really waking up.
Okay, can we get an extra hand here? Della!
The drug combination that Delaray chose is not working to keep the dog sedated.
I don't know how that many students have a dog wake up in mid-anesthesia while on their first operation. It was literally fully awake.
You better make this one work, otherwise we're in trouble.
Delaray and Jonathan race to put the dog back under.
Thank you, Della. Boy,
You can do it.
I'm getting good at this, eh?
Drew, what's going on there? He's not still the way he is.
The drug goes in the nick of time.
Thanks, Della.
You guys have got to sort out the dog outside because we're almost done.
Charlotte is finally left to finish her operation.
Good, you happy?
Yeah. I mean, it took forever, but I think I did okay.
Dr. Greg will need to take over for the remaining dogs.
An hour and a half to do a castration. It's a bit ridiculous. Then yes, you can also sit there going, oh, it took too long for my operation, but for me, it was like, I didn't faint. Oh, that's awesome.
Things are looking up for Delaray and Niven.
We're in the vein. Are you sure?
Or so they think. With the dog fully prepped, Delaray quickly grabs a bite to eat. And Roxanne steps in to help.
Okay, well, I just gave it another mole, so should be fine. Let's take it to surgery.
Dog is awake.
Is he awake? Please?
Why was it not asleep?
It was asleep until surgery.
Trust me, we knew the dog was awake. Why we didn't react to it better, I don't know.
I had a morphine and Valium pre-med. I don't think that helped.
Why don't you just take him back to the prep table and let him calm down and just do it again. Get him out of the spray crate, please. Just pick him up.
Guys, I need help. I cannot carry this dog alone. Can you help me?
This dog is a dog from hell. It's like a nightmare.
Can you get that chain off, please? The dog doesn't need to come to theatre with a chain. Take it off.
We chose to use a different drug combination. We used the Valium and morphine. And then we induced with thiopental.
Things go from bad to worse. The dog escapes.
It started with a dog that we were told was aggressive, getting Valium, which is probably not the best idea because in aggressive animals it can actually make them worse. Next thing we knew, the dog was running around loose. And it was just panic. I'm not criticizing the decision. I'm just stating that that one decision, compounded with a whole bunch of others, led to a very messy event. I don't know exactly who Della was upset with, but he was yelling as well.
I don't really care if it's bitter or stuff.
No, I'm just asking Ray.
Delaray was stressed because we knew this was our last opportunity to get this Jalco into this. We were trying the hind limb now, which none of us have done before.
Delaray was trying to get the Jalco and I was trying to cool the dog down. Too many cooks, really.
You just take it out, swab it, and try again. I'm gonna lose it. What do we do, right? Like now it's overbreathing, like...
It needs to make cool on it. Aggie, get us an ice pack, please.
Roxanne takes charge of the situation. The true value of her extensive theoretical knowledge is becoming apparent.
You gave the Valium and morphine, right?
Yeah.
They both can work. Subtract.
Yeah, just suggestion. Maybe we should give him a little bit of fat bending because he's very stressed and he's like overeating and stuff. Let him relax.
Okay, because then we can let him breathe.
Roxanne's knowledge proves invaluable, saving the day.
Just keep an eye on it. Okay, can you put your pulse ox on? Keep an eye on what's going on. Check your reflexes, check your breathing. Bye-bye. Thanks for the help. Okay, we're done, Jonathan. That is nice and beautiful as Charlotte's.
Gets the job done.
The incident of the dog escaping off the table it was quite a remarkable day. If you can say it was one of those days from hell.
I think we need to rethink that protocol. Probably stick with something else.
I think it's a lesson learned, and maybe next time we'll either use a higher dosage or a different drug combination.
After the fiasco, Dr. Greg pulls Delaray aside.
You'll be a great role model for many people one day, but you're strict on yourself and you're strict on the way you want things. And just be careful that doesn't shut other people out. You need to be patient with other people.
It's been a tough day all around for the vets.
It was probably one of the most exhausting and challenging days thus far. Mentally, we are taking some strain because it's difficult to work under these conditions. It's strenuous.
The dog debacle is reason enough for the students to go out and blow off some steam.
I'll go with that.
Charlotte planned my outfit and how to look for the evening. She was very limited in what I actually had.
Give me the options.
I have 4 shirts.
Okay. I'm gonna say that or that, and then we're doing your hair, makeup, and earrings.
Okay. But the problem is I don't know how to handle your hair without hurting you. So I'm scared of.
She tried to make something out of my hair, but I was looking the same again afterwards.
I know you're not gonna. I know that's not your favorite thing. Okay, first of all, earrings. Close eyes. So what do we think? I like it.
Me too. Thanks.
Sweet.
They decide to sneak out for a night in the city.
Just want to get out of this place.
Look, it's civilization. Look, we're actually on a road.
We all just let loose and we all partied. Like, we all just went crazy.
Never got on Roxanne dancing and she was moving it.
She danced the whole night, and I think that she actually really enjoyed it. She was just glowing. I've never seen Roxy that happy.
It was one of the most fun things I've ever done.
Stella's stressed. You can tell it that there's something on his mind.
He was really not in a good mood.
We just stuck close to each other, danced only with each other, didn't make eye contact with anyone else.
It was quite funny seeing Niven making nice eyes and laughing.
So Niven makes a move.
I had to do it because it was driving me crazy.
And I was like, no, I've got a boyfriend.
No comment.
Next time on Frontier Vets.
Oh, there goes the sack.
They will leave scars for life.
I've never done something like this before. Really, really nervous.
I don't like this.
Come on, please breathe.
I don't think she's alive though.